Alright, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Dorian here again, back for number 3 here. Um, I did a jungle so far, and I did a middle, so I figured I'd grab one of my games where I played top here, and I would use that for the third game here. But this game here, me, Sion, this is another ranked game. Probably, I think this one is just the same. It's right around 1500. It's usually where I'm hovering around for the last couple weeks here. Um, just before we start, though, this one here will have no audio for as far as game sounds go. It'll just have me talking over it. I just wanted to try that out just for one video here. I thought I'd get that out of the way real quick. Another real quick thing, it was a big shout out to Elements at CLG Gaming and ROG for picking me up here for this blog here. That's where most of you guys are going to be watching this. So big shout out to all you guys that are watching from there. Thanks so much for all the support and all the views I've been getting on just the first couple of videos I've had. So it's because of you guys that they'll become so popular if they do. So keep watching if you want to try and get your ass out of Elo Hell and get one step higher and move into the next little bracket. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, the ELO reset is coming anyways, so what is the point of even playing? I kind of feel the exact same way, but I'm just kind of, one of those guys where I'm hoping for the best, but expecting the worst too. So I'm just hoping that they'll take maybe the best ELO that you had in the last month here and give you as that ELO, which that's just me hopeful thinking, and I know that's not going to happen. And then, at least that makes me not want to not play League of Legends, because before, when I heard Season 2 was just going to be a soft reset, I did get mad at first, and I was a little upset about how they weren't going to just hard reset it and make everybody start back from the start, from 0, or I guess 1200. But after a while and after thinking about it, I just didn't really let it bother me just because I knew there's not much I'm going to do about it. League of Legends and Riot have got their own little agenda and how they're going to handle things, and who am I to stop it, I'll just play the game because that's all I can really do. Um, there's not really much to talk about Sion top. If you've never played him before, though, I'll go over a few of the basics. I get one of each level right away. I start with the W, which is the shield. The reason why I start with the W is just for protection and just the farming and the overall lane control that it gives you. Pick up the stun second, usually, just to kind of get a little bit more lane control. If he tries to get a little too close to you, just pop him in the face with a stun. Tell him to fuck right off. And then you'll get the E third, just so you can last hit. It gives you a little bit of AD, and it gives you a little bit of AD every time you kill something. So pick that up third, I usually say, just because you want to get at least one level of it. It really helps out the early levels. You'll notice this Xin here, like most Zins that'll go top, are all just fucking maniacs and they just want to kill. So for the majority of the top part here, you're just going to see him running at me and me activating my shield and then just popping him in the face. Usually with the stun or with the exploded shield. There's a lot of times where he just DPS's the shield straight down, so I know I'm going to need some potions, so I just head back earlier than he will. The reason why I do that too is just because at this point in the game, 4 minutes and 50 seconds in, 4 minutes and like 30 seconds when I left, if you're hitting level 4, just about to hit level 5, the jungle is going to be hitting at least level 3. And that means they'll have all of their skills. Ganking you will be easy, and that's just the level that they do it at. So you'll notice somewhere on the mini map here within the next couple of minutes, or seconds even, that the gank will show up. We're just going to do a couple of things in this video too. Going to recap most of the things that we talked about in number 1 and 2, and that's just kind of ignoring your teammates if they're being complete chodes. This will help you out a ton. a few other things like the champion selection, learning one or two champions out of each of the group. These are all things I just kind of want to keep hammering in, because these will help. These will help you go up. Uh, you've heard. I don't know if you've heard of things like people like Dyrus getting up high elo playing just singed for a long time. Not to say that Dyrus isn't a good player. Obviously, he's proven himself. He goes over to the season 1 finals and does pretty good and has some pretty good showings out there. So I'm not harping on him at all, but it just goes to show that you can just climb the ELO for ranked solo just by playing one hero and just getting it down and knowing everything. And that's just like anything else you do in life. And people just think, oh, it's a game. I should just be able to play every hero amazing because I played one hero amazing. That's not the case. By what I mean with it's like everything else in life, if you practice something over and over again and you just do it, and even if you're not like amazing at it for the first while, after having all this practice done, it'll make a lot more sense and everything will just be that much easier for you just because of the experience that you'll go through. This guy pussy's out. Really wanted to try and kill him. He almost had me, though. One thing I wanted to talk about this game as well, too, is builds, too. If you don't have a set build going into the game before you've clicked play, the big giant red button, and then you choose to play a ranked game, if you don't have a build in your mind already planned out for this game, you may have one or two problems that we'll need to talk about and go into further detail later on. But generally, you should sort of have some idea of what you're building and who you're going to pick before you're playing the ranked game, and if you want to move up in ELO. If you don't care about moving up in ELO, then this is completely irrelevant for you. And I don't understand why you play even, but that's, if you're a troll and you want to learn how to actually play the game, you could use this too, I guess. But if you're just going out of your way to do nothing all game and just bug people, that's the complete opposite of what we're trying to accomplish here, A few of the other things that we're going to get into really quickly is duo queuing. And I'm not talking about people asking me, and I have had quite a few people ask me lately. If you want to add me on League of Legends, go ahead. I mean, by all means, you feel free. My friends list is almost full already, so it won't be too long before I can't accept requests anymore. So that's not really a big deal, and I will do a queue with as many people as I can, whenever I can. But right now, I'm just trying to get as much recording done and as much, I don't know. I don't want to say research because that sounds lame and it implies that I'm actually doing something. But I'm trying to get as much recording done as far as just actual game footage is concerned. Playing a lot of games lately. This guy just gets fucking nuked down so fast. It's just beauty. And I totally thought I would have killed that guy, but whatever, It is what it is. And duo queuing, what I mean is that if you weren't aware, if you go and you're playing ranked solo queue by yourself, you just went in and you played and you play a game and you go and you win, you're going to get anywhere from I guess anywhere from 14 to 16 points, ELO points, and you'll move up. But if you're duo queuing and you're 1500 and your buddy's not even ranked, so he's 1100, when you win, you're going to get 11 or 10 points. And when you lose, you're going to lose 18 or 19 points. So these are things that you might want to take in consideration when you're playing ranked solo. because you're playing with your best friends and you're playing with your buddies and you're playing with guys that you'd never normally play with and all that kind of junk. It becomes really weird because, you know, at the same time you want to play with them because they're your boys and they're your buddies. At the same time, you know, like, do I have to carry this guy? I'm gonna lose way more ELO. All this stuff starts going into it, but you know that stuff shouldn't really matter when you're playing a game. If you know, getting ELO is good in certain cases, but in sometimes it's like, oh well, it's just a game. You know, I still have the same amount of fun playing it at, you know, 1200 that I do at 2000. You could have that approach, but if you're one of those people that wants to consistently get better and see progress when you play, those are things you might want to consider. You know, I'm just saying, like, let's just only normal, you know, whatever. You could just normal with your friends and that's it. This guy keeps coming after me nonstop, but I'm just too fast, too big. I'm gonna do a little plug for something really weird too. I don't know if anybody watches the show Breaking Bad, but goddamn, the soundtrack that they have, or just the songs that they used for episode 2, were just so amazing. If you want to listen to some of them, they're in one of my playlists on my YouTube channel. If you listen to good music and you like to listen to good music, Breaking Bad season 4, I think they're on right now, is really just key right now. Um, a couple other things that I want to talk about real quick too before I forget is just a big shout out to everybody at Reddit and ROG Random Gaming and all the other bloggers too over there. Check them out as well too. Don't just watch my newbie ass videos. There are obviously posts out there from Elements, you know, World Champion, League of Legends team with CLG. And then they got Stonewall. If you want to learn how to jungle, that's the guy you go and see for the videos. And then we got Kobe Cheese, the announcer and commentator, and a bunch of other new guys that just added like around the same time that I was. So go on over there, check them out. If you don't think my shit's that good, I won't be hurt. There's some other guys there that I'm sure will be able to fill your appetite as far as LoL is concerned. And another thing too, I wanted to talk about all the subs and likes that I was getting, the subscribers and the likes. That you guys, you know, I came into this expecting it to not do very well, just because it was one of my first videos, and then you guys all just made the whole experience that much better and that much easier, and made me want to make another one that much faster. So that's why I'm making this one only about a day after, just because of everyone else and all the good positive feedback I was getting. I just want to say thanks to